Hello and welcome to the show. We started this week's FailRace episode on a GTA 5 with Tiber racing through the streets of Palito Bay, clips a trailer, and well, his Wagner ignores the rules of physics. However, the mighty wing does abide by them. So while the front of the car can go through the fence, the back of the car, not quite so much. This next one from me, we're testing a transform race. Me and Reese battling with a green boat all over second place. I get a very good run. However, as we try to get squeezed, I go for an unconventional overtake. The conventional part is that the green boat ended up upside down underwater. I mean, I didn't quite get the pass completed then and there, but you know what? That's doing the next one. It works. I will take that as an overtaking method. Tomikos on Forza Horizon 3 is racing at the notoriously bumpy rainforest circuit, trying to go around the outside of a Lamborghini. His Jeep has many speeds, the Lamborghini has many weights, and in the end, Lamborghini weight beats Jeep, managing to force it through the floor, and the Jeep will go tumbling off into the abyss. It does get reset back onto the circuit, but yeah, Lamborghini, those big LM002s were rather heavy. Sheepish on Dirt 4 is racing in the darkness. Not the easiest conditions, of course, to go rallying in. To head up towards a crest. It's told to keep right. Keeps a little bit too far right, though, over the crest. As his Hyundai goes for a tumble, and as it starts tumbling, it catches a fence, which at these sort of speeds, well, it's a lot of rolling. Incredibly difficult to see what on earth is going on from first person. That's how violently the car is rolling. In fact, it's 11 rolls that the Hyundai goes for. That's a lot. Yeah, just clips the banking that starts it going, but when it grabs the fence, just the speed and the ferocity of that rolling is quite impressive. I mean, the car doesn't actually lose too many bodyworks in all of that, but yeah, that's a harsh one. It's a harsh one indeed. 4-bit player on Dirt 4 has clonked into the finishing post, and little did you know, the finishing posts are very heavy. For some reason, the Evo can't go above 14 miles an hour with it stuck on the back. Just finally managed to shake it before hitting a fence and then rolling over. I'm not really sure what any of the physics was involved in that ending, but that's one way to finish a round. Mo on Gravel has borrowed, I think it was a Subaru, he clipped the back off, has borrowed something. Now, this isn't the easiest way to drive a car. When there's a kind of wheel and brake disc in your face, that's definitely worse. Now, you can't really see where you're going. Eventually, as they come around a corner, the carry comes to an end as you deposit said car upside down on the outside of the circuit. Well done indeed. Mac Zing on F1 2016 is minding his own business currently, running around in the 5th position. However, Lag has other ideas, as 1 minute he's going around a corner normally, the next minute his car's upside down, pings off a wall, manages to damage the front wing before landing back down and only losing 1 place. Who knows? Who knows in all of that? Jimlad43 on R-Factor playing, messing around with a figure of 8 circuit mod. Turns out, when little Formula car gets hit by big Formula car, little Formula car does not fare so well. Does not fare so well whatsoever. I think this is an AI-controlled car, but it's some serious heights. That's some serious height and twisting and flipping before eventually coming crashing back down to earth. And there's some cows. Cows probably enjoy the spectacle. In the super slow motion, as the little car gets kind of clipped, it is the suspension physics that doesn't quite know what to do. It kind of goes underneath the big car, suspension all compresses, and as it tries to rectify what the hell is going back on, it just kind of pings back into position, launching this car a long way. That's a decent sort of space program for the little car. Black and Red 81 on Project Cars 2, racing at the Monza Oval when all manner of mayhem befalls the AIs ahead of him. He luckily goes underneath just about everything. It's a huge crash. Don't quite know what causes it, but whatever starts it, there's 2 of the Group C Saubers, I think, that go flying up into the air. Yeah, physics got very unhappy with that. That's a lot of very, very broken cars. Urbana Abyss also on Project Cars 2. This with the AI managing to lose control of a vehicle before they've even got to the start of the race. This, yeah, rolling start. And the classic race car spun into the wall, came back into traffic. I think hit a Corvette before going for a bit of a roll. Also spotted an almost FailRace liveried car there. I approve of, I think it's a classic Lotus of some sort. Poc Apollo on Assetto Corsa is learning a new track. Carries a bit too much speed across a crest, losing control of his Audi. The thing is, it's a big crash. You know, it's a big crash and a big roll. But the Audi doesn't quite know when to stop the rolling. After initially kind of coming to a halt, physics continue to go weird. The player has little in the way of control. One of the rear wheels is buckled under, and we have seen this a little bit from Assetto Corsa. If a rear wheel physics gets confused and the rear wheel either comes off or gets buckled into strange manners, the game doesn't know how to deal with it and just continues to roll and move the car. Now we're going to go for a couple more rolls. We're still going. Now we're going to bounce around in a circle a little bit more. The car's come to a complete stop, and then, oh no, wait, we've still got more rolling to do. We're not quite done. It's a proper FailRace Audi. Very, very much proper FailRace Audi. Are we going to go for another one, just for good luck? And, oh no, we've still got some more in us yet. I would be concerned it does eventually come to a rest on a tyre bundle. Well, kind of in a tyre bundle. I mean, it stopped rolling at least. That's something. Tin Penny on OMSI 2 has set AI control of a bus. The problem is, the AI doesn't really know what to do. It's now reversing its way into a bus depot and reversing its way kind of through a bit. We're going to go through a bus. Now we're going to get stuck. Going around in circles. What's that front wheel doing? It's not gone well. That's not how buses work. That's definitely not. Remind me never to go anywhere near public transport, especially not when we have driverless buses, because that's probably what they'll end up doing. There'll be much sick involved with that. And finally, that annoying turbo on Farming Simulator 2017 is carrying a bit too much speed with his truck. It already looked a little bit wobbly at the best of times with this, but a bit too much speed up towards a train line, and sure enough, the truck goes over. And now the trailer is kind of more stuck on its side, so the player does detach the truck from the trailer. That rights the truck up. Then there is much beeping as the train suddenly arrives. Now that is a very, very short bit of warning for the level crossing right there. I mean, well done for surviving that. It rights the trailer, so I guess kind of helpful. But Christ, yeah, that's a terrifying moment. That, though, is going to be it for this episode. As ever, if you have clips for this series, you can submit them via our forums. There'll be a link in the description. At the very top of the forums is the FailRace clip submission section, and in there you can find all of the rules and how to submit them. However, that's going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.